Nepal's political crisis deepens as multiple ministers have resigned in the wake of escalating unrest. The sports minister in the latest, Pradeep Yadav, health minister Pradeep Paudel have also stepped down, with Paudel citing an inability to remain in government under current circumstances. Calls are in fact only mounting for the Nepali Congress to end its alliance with Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli's administration. Meanwhile, tensions flared further as protesters set fire to the home of Foreign Minister Dr. Arju Rana Deoba in Dhangadhari, Kaiklali, making a dangerous escalation in the unrest. These are the visuals coming in straight from the house of Nepali Home Minister Ramesh Lekhak. His house has been torched. He handed over his resignation considering the unrest against the current administration in Nepal. Now you are looking at the visuals of Nepali president's private residence also being torched. Thick blanket of smoke outside of Nepali president's private residence. Now, as per sources, we've been given to understand that Prime Minister Oli is preparing to leave for Dubai for medical treatment, with the private airline, Himalayan Airlines, reportedly on standby. In anticipation, Oli has also delegated his responsibilities to the Deputy Prime Minister. Visuals from inside the Nepali president's residence. It's a private residence of Nepali president. It has been completely vandalized. More visuals coming in from Nepal. Nepali Energy Minister's house has also been torched. The Gen Zs continue to pour out in massive numbers on roads, escalating the tensions further as far as the situation in Nepal is concerned. Kathmandu remains at the brink. Now, speaking of Janakpur, protesters targeted the residence of former Deputy Prime Minister Raghuveer Mahaseth. They pelted stones at his house, signaling that dissent is in fact spreading beyond Kathmandu. So it's not resisted only to Kathmandu, but several other areas of Nepal remains at the brink as well. These developments unfold against the backdrop of continuing youth-led demonstrations initially triggered by a social media blackout. The government has since lifted the controversial ban on those social media platforms, and Prime Minister Oli has announced a 15-day investigation committee to probe the violence and offer reform recommendations. Some more visuals coming in. You can see through the visuals one of the youth pulling down Nepal's Communist Party's flag. He climbed the pole up there, the flag pole, pulled the flag down and threw it on the ground. That's a young man in red box. Through the visuals, viewers, you can sense the kind of outrage that has now poured out to the lanes of Kathmandu and rest of the areas of Nepal as well. In the violent escalations, at least 19 people have lost their lives and over 300 have been injured in clashes across the country. In the capital, barricades were breached, gates in parliament were vandalized, and a curfew remains in force around the key zones. International pressure is only mounting further. The United Nations and Amnesty International has demanded a transparent and independent inquiry into alleged excessive force by the security forces, which was used against these young people.